Where's the Queensland spirit now?
Oh.
Here we go.
We got him, baby. Welcome to the Off-Field Drama Podcast. I'm Sauce.
I'm Berkey.
And that was a bit of a celebration just for all you shareholders out there.
Episode 10. The haters didn't think we were going to get here, but the shareholders sure did. So let's rock and roll.
Cheers, Bull.
Cheers,
Let's go.
baby.
It's great to have you guys listening once again. We've had a massive week, a huge week.
I'm fucking pumped. Let me pop this puppy again.
Get into it. Yeah,
Hello.
nice. That was a good one.
Fuck, that might have gone in my beer.
A couple of party poppers
Gee
floating
whiz.
about.
That's got a bit of fucking smoke to
Bit
it.
of gunpowder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Electric.
How are you, Saucy?
Good, mate. Real good. Real good when you're allowed to relax on the weekend on a Friday and have a couple of beers and watch those mighty fucking Broncos rip and tear, baby. Even though I was at the Gabba.
You were there,
Shit.
weren't you?
Yeah, mate. Up in the bleachers.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, got some real good seats up there. Nah, it was really good. Really, really good. Cannot complain. All the action was right in front of us.
Okay.
Actually. Yeah.
Were you in the corner there?
I was in
or-
the Herbie corner.
Oh, you were right
Yeah.
there, front and centre.
All the tries were down that corner and I was oh, mate.
Any grog
I was doing
flying
the.
around?
I hate it, but I was doing the get that shit.
What's their song again?
by about the 10th try, I was on the big screen.
It was good that they were able to raise the bat, eh?
Yeah, it was.
Like, seeing cricket scores like that
Yeah, at the Gabba.
at the Gabba, yeah.
It literally was a cricket score, 58 or 54.
54, yeah.
54-10. You know, I was saying before it erases the embarrassment a couple of years ago when the Bronx got dusted. I think it was 58-0 against Para in the week one of the finals. So
2019,
Yeah.
that was at Combank too.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
I think there was a few players like Payne Haas might have been playing in that game and a couple others, and I think they probably would have.
They wanted revenge.
They would have felt it more than
Yeah. anyone,
anyone, and they fucking oath they showed it there. They basically, I reckon, kiss goodbye your fucking finals dream, Parramatta.
oh,
Broncos
yeah.
just put a line through you.
Mate, it could have been 70. Like,
You reckon they left you out?
oh, there was plenty left out there. They Mitchell Moses. I want all shareholders to keep an eye on this prick. God, he loves complaining after every whistle gets blown.
Yeah.
Don't know if you notice it. Every time something goes wrong,
Whinge,
it's like,
whinge,
yeah.
whinge.
Where's the ref? Let's watch Mitch Moses here bash him. So, look, he's done I think a cheek fracture.
Yeah, good.
He's out. He's definitely
Sorry,
not
Mitchell.
coming on. He's not
Yeah.
coming on the potty. How was the weekend, mate? So you started with a bang.
Yeah, so had the Friday off and got into my work. Went to the game. Went to the Pineapple beforehand.
Yes.
And I got to say, I've been there once before. I think before the cricket, long time ago, before an Ashes test.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good pub. It's
Oh,
such a
yeah.
good pub, the Piney. It's a bit of a maze.
Yes.
If you haven't been there, it's got a few pockets here and there. Went there, had a few beers, and then caught up with an old pal. Ran into him, Solly Nick.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Solly Nick down from he's living in Gundy. He was with his missus and
Yeah, okay.
had a little bit of a field day with him. Went to Percy's and Piney,
shit.
Percy's, and then Ringo's.
You tied one on.
The treble. Oh yeah,
Right, So,
I can't help it.
no, you can't, especially when you've had the weekend off.
Yeah.
Which is rare for you.
Well, I was back here, backed it up on the Saturday for the
The Tillies.
Tillies. Say less. Say more, actually.
Mate, they have got a whole country
Yeah,
just in the palm of their hands.
Yeah.
They're just so likeable.
they are. And, how good is yellow?
Oh,
Like, I've got a, yellow coffee cup.
yeah,
We're painting the place more yellow than it should be.
no, and so you should. It was seeing the cauldron and, you
Yeah.
know, yellow like that.
Yeah.
And that 5 o'clock slot, that is the best time for sport to be played.
It's pretty good.
Like, I'm convinced if it wasn't played at the Cauldron, we might have not got the dub.
Reserve 8 p.m. for that. I love that's fucking spot
Yeah.
on. That's spot on.
There was something, the way the Cauldron, for some reason, They were hitting the pine a lot. You know,
Yeah.
they were hitting the steel. But if that wasn't at the Cauldron, I don't think we get the dub.
No, I love that.
That-
Serious? No, you're right.
No, that thing does world beaters to people.
Couple of weeks ago on the pod, I was saying they lift in front of the
Mm.
Aussie crowds. I reckon if they beat England, they'll win it. England will be their hardest opponent.
Yes.
That's probably not true. They got Spain or Sweden.
Right.
And they're both playing some pretty good F-ball.
Well, I'm pretty sure Colombia was up 1-0 against England too.
See that? Yeah, there you go.
So, look,
They were.
Yeah.
They were. They scored
So-
the first one, yeah.
Wednesday, 8 p.m, isn't it?
I think it is 8 p.m. Yeah, and then if they make the final, it will be Sunday.
I've got to make a confession. I was at the Boundary Hotel Saturday night for the Tillies, and I woke up and I actually didn't remember who won.
Shock.
Yeah. So I had to go and watch the highlights first, and then I watched all 17 minutes of the penalty shootout, not knowing what actually happened.
That's wild.
And yeah,
That
which
is absolutely wild.
I know. And look, all Matildas out there, you girls know I'm your number one fan, but there was something in the air at the Boundary when I got there. And look, watched all 17 minutes of it, and I started tearing up.
I don't blame you.
Mate, I started tearing up because what I saw was so special.
Yeah, it was.
Like, in so many different ways, I've had shareholders tell me that were at the game that the roar when there would either be a save by that Mackenzie Arnold or a goal by the Tillies was louder than any Origin.
Well, I can tell you here, it was as busy as Origin when the game was on. And that's hard to come by.
Yes.
With the amount of people that we had watching the game here. Usually people leave the pub and then go to the game and they come back after. But when it's busy when the game's on, that shows how many people are interested, I think, in what was happening and what is happening.
Yes.
Because it's fucking special. I
It
think.
is.
Yeah.
The best thing in sport, which you can't stop, is momentum and belief.
Yeah.
And those Matildas, those Tillies, I mean, if Mackenzie Arnold kicked that goal, that would have
been a headline. Yeah.
It was so sick because there was barely any Frenchies in the Cauldron.
No, there should be.
So it was just a sea of yellow.
Au revoir.
There was no parler l'enfrancais going on.
No.
They
Oui, yes, le fuck off.
what's your saying at the moment for the Matildas?
Till it's done.
Till it's done.
Till it's done.
That's the war cry.
That's their sort of memento, sort of their thing, I think, in camp.
Right.
Till it's done.
Till it's done. Like,
And I love it.
Queenslanders was Buntu or something.
Ubuntu, yeah.
Yeah,
Ubuntu.
Ubuntu.
Yeah.
But we're saying till it's done.
And they're not going to stop till it's done. And it starts on Wednesday against the Poms. And speaking about Poms, I think we can't forget about the Diamonds.
Oh.
Our friends, the Diamonds, winning the Netball World Cup. Obviously, every 4 years as well over in South Africa.
Yes.
They beat, of all people, of course, England. We're pretty good at that. Ashes, World Cup on Wednesday.
Fuck, we must
And
have so much real estate in Pommy's heads right
we would,
now.
yeah. We're living rent-free. We're basically, they shipped us out here, but we're still living over there in their heads.
We're still living over there. And what's our saying at the moment? It's not coming home, it's coming down under.
It's coming down under. They can get fucked,
Yeah,
quite frankly.
yeah.
It's coming down under with the Tillies. But no, the Diamonds won that. Shout out to them. I mean, the Tillies are getting a huge rap, but they've just literally done the equivalent of what the Tillies hopefully will do on Sunday.
Yes.
And I don't know if Ruby, shout out to Ruby, one of my great friend of the pod.
Yes.
Don't know if she was playing, but she was over in the squad of the Diamonds.
So they've brought back some silverware. So the Tillies, we're on the Tilly train right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I want to say as well, it basically just screams why we're the best country on earth at sport again.
Here we go again.
Part 2, the Diamonds doing their thing against, those English girls over there. And then we got the Tillies. We've got Volk. We'll bring up Volk.
I'll
Pound for
bring him
pound,
up.
best in the world
Yeah,
at his mixed martial arts. someone has said it before. Ash Barty, she has retired a bit of a while ago. I mean, the Broncos are basically Australia's team.
Yes.
They're our team.
We found that formula. We let one pom in for the Bronx. We only let the good one in.
I mean, Cameron Smith killing it in golf.
Shout out to Smithy. He just won his first live golf tournament.
Love it.
And so did his team, Ripper GC, which is all Aussies as well. So massive shout out to Smithy. I think he was probably inspired by the Bronx on Friday night and then the Tillies on Saturday.
He's a good Albany Creek boy.
Is he an AC boy?
Yeah, out near my neck of the woods where I grew up.
Gee
Out on the north side. Yeah.
That'd be the best thing to come out of Albany Creek.
Yeah, and then apart from Tyson Gamble, had a blinder on.
Is he an Albany
He's an AC boy, I think.
He screams AC if I've ever seen him.
Yeah, I love him.
I can see.
I actually love him.
I would be shocked if he doesn't have the Albany Creek postcode not on him. Like on his back? Yeah. What is it?
Oh, fucking, it'd be like
it'd be
403 something.
It'd be a deep number.
On the 403.
Yeah. I can see that.
403.2. I don't know.
Bold letters.
Yeah, I'm going to look it up.
Just all over his back.
And then to top it off, we've got the basketball starting. The basketball championships or...
Go Paddy Mills and the Boomers.
Yeah.
FIBA.
I think their first game's against Finland. Probably shouldn't have come. Just saying, the Boomers are going to wipe you.
The finish. Yeah, they got a solid side on paper. Look, I've looked at the American side and, mate, that's D-grade NBA players. If I've ever. They got a couple out there, but so do we.
I think Kenya's in our pool. Can you believe they sent you? I just made that up.
Oh, we love the Kenyans. What I will just quickly say, before, because we've dished up to the pond, something I read about the English women's soccer team is they've been based at Central Coast and they've donated over $550,000 of equipment back to Central Coast.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So what a lovely gesture from the pond. So that's the nicest thing your country's done in years.
And will ever do.
Yeah, so well done. So we'll obviously give you a touch-up on Wednesday night, but good luck to you.
What's your predictions for Wednesday? And by the time you're listening to this, hopefully we record on the Monday and we'll have it up by Wednesday for you. What do you think?
I'm going to say it's going to be a tight tussle. I'm going to go with 1-0. I'd be happy for it to go to penalties because our girls know what to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Especially Mac and the goals.
So I'm going 1-0. Sam Kerr starts and bangs one.
Look, I'll run with you 1-0 because I've put that on Sportsbet.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. I've gone 1-0. I think I went in extra time as well. I included the extra time. I think it might go 90 to go 0-all, and then someone might score. Probably Fowler. God, she was good.
She's
such a star.
That French save, but
that was
that
unbelievable.
Was clutch.
Unbelievable. That she should have nailed it, Mary. I think she was a bit too relaxed, and she should have drilled that home.
She should.
But anyway, who cares? We went through.
We went through. I've got a yellow final. I've got a Swedish Australian final.
I rate that.
And because we know that the Swedes won't be up to it.
Yellow.
We'll dust them.
Yeah.
So I have never seen the Australian public get behind a women's sporting team like this.
Yeah. I had one of the fellas that works here, Batman Bell. He's a great fella. Yeah. He said to me, this is the biggest sporting occasion in Australian history. And I think he's right.
I think the Batman's onto one.
I mean, I can't think of much that comes to mind that is up there with this. Kathy Freeman 2000 still holds a great spot in my heart.
Place.
And
but it'd be funny if, because this is the world sport, if Australia that's considered to be no good at the world sport win the greatest prize.
Yeah, and it is.
And it's better than men's. Let's men's World Cup, women's World Cup takes a shit on men's World Cup.
Yeah.
And I'm only saying that because the Tillies are on fire.
Tillies are killing it. I don't know. I don't know if I could cop another penalty shootout.
That was so intense. One thing I love, and I just love that, the AFL stadiums, they were playing it there.
There's no one there.
They were playing it. I heard Freddie Fitler say when the Dolphins scored a try, it was the same time that Matildas kicked a penalty goal, and the roar was like everyone being like, they weren't roaring for the Dolphins try, they were roaring for the penalty goal. I also saw the two coaches of the Adelaide Crows and the Lions delayed their press conference
to watch
the shootout.
That's special.
So do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything's going on hold.
Everything's
for these Tillies.
We're on Tilly time.
We are.
We're literally on Tilly time.
It's breaking revenue, broadcast rating, but we don't need to get into that.
No,
The shareholders don't need any.
Shout out to Gorry.
Yes,
She kicked a pen. She got it through.
She got one through.
It's a bit shaky. The keeper got some gloves to it, but she powered it through.
You're not going to stop Gorry's right leg. You know what I mean?
Cat Gorry.
Mate, she has got a hell of a boot on her. So, look, that's it. We've covered the Tillies. Yeah. Massive show. So, we've obviously got our knob and legend of the week. I've got an interesting news to come out of the Swedish soccer team, which I'll touch on later.
Bit weird.
Bit wild, bit double standardy, but I've got my take on that. Saucy, what have you got for the shareholders, big fella?
I had to think about it.
Tell you what, shareholders, buckle up. Saucy's ready.
I've got a bit, mate. You know.
I know you do.
I've got my boy Johnny Football, who I didn't realise how big of a fucking fan I am of that guy.
Johnny Manziel,
Johnny Manziel.
Okay.
The Bronx, right?
Yes.
So it made me... I watched the doco. I'll talk to you. I watched the doco, Untold, with Johnny Manziel.
And this is on what platform?
Netflix. And the reason the Bronx come into it is because their try celebrations with the double fingers, the money symbols.
Oh, was that?
That's Money Manziel.
But that's who they were showing love to.
I think so. I mean, the doco only just come out on Netty.
I thought they forgot that Try July was over the Bronx and they were still going.
They were still going. Well, Herbie did the moonwalk, so yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
I noticed Renault and then Reece Walsh were doing it.
Yeah.
And anyway, the doco basically explores Johnny Manziel and his rise in college football.
And he played for Texas A&M.
Yes,
the Aggies.
yes, and his high school. Sort of, I think he was a freshman or no. So, he might have been a
First
freshman.
freshman to win a Heisman, I think.
Correct, in college, yeah. But in high school, he scored such like touchdown after touchdown, and they thought it was. I think in one season he scored like 72 touchdowns or something, and someone was looking at it and he said that was one season, not his entire high school thing. So he got a lot of hype about him, and then he was the first. Or he was a freshman quarterback, 5'11",
tiny,
not big at all, just a freak, like Johnny Football. Like, how do you explain it?
He would run. He was good with his legs.
He was a really good runner, and he would throw really sort of Paddy Mahomes type, just freakish throws.
Yes,
and not conventional, very unconventional is what I'm saying.
Right.
And I just liked that he would be able to back it up.
Okay,
you know, so over there. I mean, college football. You're living in college. Oh. You're gonna have a few. He's a frat boy.
He was
first and foremost. He says he was a frat boy.
Right. Okay.
He had a few temptations, and he went down the dark side, and he would back it up, and they'd let the guy roll.
Okay.
And they'd go, if you can turn up, hungover, whatever, and get the job done, fucking play on. And they kind of sheltered him.
Yeah, I see.
And you know,
bit like with Alfie was saying. How
you can enjoy yourself.
Wayne just said, just go, whichever works, you do you.
Yeah,
okay.
Correct.
But he was shithouse as an NFL player.
You're right, yeah. So his first big mistake was, well, probably not a mistake, but he left, I think, after his second year as a college player, as a sophomore. So he played 2 seasons in college and then went to the big time. Went into the draft.
Browns?
Went to the Browns, and that was his mistake. I think the Browns.
They were shit house back then.
They're still shit house. And you know what? They're my team.
Oh, are you a Browns man?
I'm a Baker Mayfield fan.
Well, he's at the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
now.
correct. Yeah. Was a Browns fan. Not anymore. Baker's gone. I follow Baker.
That's starting. NFL preseason just kicked off. Let's go Denver Broncos.
Yeah. But what I wanted to get out of this, the message was, is he said, basically, like if you can get away with it and do it good and that, but there's a point when enough is enough, you know? When it starts affecting you, when does enough become enough? When does that lifestyle and like doing what he was doing become enough? And
Who
I just
was
thought
there
that
to
was
pull
awesome.
him in? Or they couldn't?
No one could contain Johnny.
Because I heard
Johnny
he
football.
didn't even, when he got to the NFL, he didn't even like read up or do any study.
Well, he never did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which
And I
is-
think you know what he said, which is wild about the enjoyment thing. He said, I didn't have any of my bras there. I didn't have any of my college mates there.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
So he's just been thrown into this, you know,
Yes.
as like what he probably would have been 22, even 21, 22.
Yeah,
he was going
21,
out
22.
like partying with all these people and fucking like rappers and
He was-
everyone,
yeah.
celebrities, and his bras weren't there, so he wasn't playing good.
Yes. No, well,
Basically.
So he needs his bras.
He
is what
needs
you're
his
saying.
bras.
Yeah, well. So what's he doing now, Johnny?
Nothing.
Yeah, so he's in a world of pain.
Squat fuck all.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he must be battling for a dough. He must have spent some cash.
He would have. He spent a lot, but he surely would have. He'd be living
cleaning
pretty.
up. Yeah, okay.
He looked like he was living pretty on the body on the doco. Sorry,
Oh, so
he had a nice house where he was recording. So I was like, I think he's sweet.
I got to watch it. So
It's
tune
so
in on
good.
Netflix.
Yeah,
Eh?
the Bronx are watching it with the dollar signs. So
So what was did you know what they were doing that for?
that was his celebration.
Right.
So I think they were just they liked it too.
They were paying homage to Johnny.
To Johnny football.
Because they were all doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
Righto. And so talking on the Broncos, I mean, that was just a masterclass, wasn't it?
It was up there as one of the best games I've ever seen.
It was just free-flowing tries galore.
And I thought the week prior was good, but
Oh, we went up and up. I tried buying NRL Grand Final tickets at half time.
Yeah.
They were $70, which I thought was a steal, but then that sold out quick smart. What I want to quickly touch on is the boys are going to Las Vegas. Okay.
us or them?
Both.
Yeah, okay.
Now, round 1, 2024, the Bronx are taking their talents to Las Vegas. Now, I've tried to get in touch with the man running Qantas, Alan Joyce, because I want a Boeing 747 that's going to take the shareholders.
Joycey.
Joycey,
Yeah.
okay? Now, little does Joycey know, the shareholders aren't shareholders of Qantas, they're shareholders of OFD.
Correct.
So I want a bus, or not a bus load, I want a plane full of shareholders taking OFD and the gang over to Las Vegas. Can you imagine
The debauchery.
what would go down on the
Yeah.
strip?
Oh, who else is playing? We got
So,
it's Manly, Chooks,
Manly,
and
Chooks
Rabbits.
and Rabbitohs. And from what I gather, we're going to be playing the Chooks.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it'll be a Chooks and a Manly home game. Okay.
Okay.
So, look, that'll be big. And then what they're going to do is the next week will be round 1 as well, but then those 4 teams won't be playing.
Fair enough. Because they'll
Okay.
still be in Vegas.
I wonder if Flegler and Herbie are regretting going to the Dolphins. And they might renege.
I would.
Yeah, and say, hang on a second.
Can we just we'll go half a season?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind being reigning premiers in Las Vegas.
Fuck, that'd have a ring.
Because that's what it's going to be.
Literally, you'd have a ring and it'd have
Yeah.
a ring to it.
That's awesome. It's a 5-year deal. They reckon every team's going to be playing there.
Who do you think would get stuck over there?
Katoni. I'd love to see it. That'd be just what a trip, man.
Yeah, that would
Great
be.
work from Peter Volandis.
Yeah,
Like what can't he do?
Oh, what can he get away with? What else can he get away with? You know,
Honestly.
who does that
I think they're going to try. The talk is they want you too.
to play?
To play because it'll
Okay.
be a double header, Saturday their time, Sunday our time.
Yeah.
I reckon they'll sell that out in spades.
Is it at that
It's either-
Vegas
yeah, the
stadium,
new stadium.
where the
where the Raiders
play? Yeah, the Vegas
So
Raiders.
that'll be, and the interesting thing is, I don't know if I think that might be synthetic grass, which will be a bit dicey. So I don't know. I think they might be one of those
Surely
portable ones.
they'll put something over that. That'd be
yeah.
fucked
Yeah.
because they wouldn't be able to wear normal cleats.
We need some Queensland Kush or whatever it is.
Yeah.
What's that blade of grass?
We'll ask Saunders.
Yeah, we'll get
Saunders.
waste, or
Yeah.
we might even need to bring the Cauldron curators over to Las Vegas.
Just take a whole plane full of Cauldron Kush over there. Good place for it in Cali.
I tell you what.
Oh, no, it's in Nevada.
It's in Nevada. I'd love some Queensland Kush. Anyway, that's... Oh, I can't. It's too early on a Monday. That'll get me through a bit of that stuff. But look, that's massive. So that's what we've got to look forward to. Shareholders, stay tuned. I've got Joyce. He's working around the ringer at the moment.
Hey, I'll just quickly, I know who else will be going. If Manly's going, is Tom and Eddie from Hello Sport.
Oh, okay.
A couple of fucking dribblers.
So we could go along with them.
Could do.
Or they could jump in our Boeing 747.
Well, if we know Joycey, so...
I will also give
Good
quick shout out. Jared Croker's hung up the boots.
Yeah.
What a great stalwart for the Milk.
Yeah.
You know,
is he their highest ever point scorer?
They'd have to be.
Yeah.
I don't know who would be close. Maybe I know Tungy. Did he do a bit of goal kicking?
No,
yeah.
not Tungy. No,
Not Tungy.
Not Tungy. Tungy didn't kick goals.
Jared Croker. So what a great achievement by the big fella. And that there was a team. Lockie Lamb's team won the Challenge Cup.
I saw that.
The bloody Leopards.
Yeah, who? The Lee
Leopards,
are
they?
Lee, is that? Yeah.
The owner, I don't know if he's obsessed with leopards, but he's got
the suit.
He's got the suit. Lockie Lamb kicked a field goal in Golden Points.
It was a bludger of a field goal.
Went over. And his dad, Adrian, was the coach. There are also a couple of Queenslanders, so we're hoping Billy and Kevy. That's just a little omen for what's ahead.
Yep.
Billy had an absolute blinder on Friday night.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're doing there.
So...
I thought you were talking about Billy Slater.
No, Billy. So Billy and Kevy... I know there's Nathan and Ivan. There's something going on at the moment with fucking father-son shit.
Yeah.
So, look, Ivan and Nathan, you've done your two.
Yeah.
Why don't you just be half-decent blokes and let Kevy and Billy have their time in the sun? Also want to give a quick recognition to the Wooden Spooners, okay? Now... I know Saucy can't stand those blokes down the bottom, but I love those West Tigers. You know what they did on the weekend? They took a home game to New Zealand.
Yeah, right.
Now, I think
Good on 'em.
every NRL club
should probably
do that.
Yeah, that's good.
They played in Waikato. It was a sellout. I think that should be compulsory. I know I'm going to have a quick yarn to Dave Donahue about the Bronx taking it over in 2024. I think that needs to give back to the Kiwis.
They did a lot in that COVID shit.
They might be coming last, the West Tigers, but they've done probably the best thing all year in terms of looking after the Kiwis. So they might have won a few fans in New Zealand. I don't know if the Kiwis would be supporting those blokes.
You know what the Broncos did on the weekend?
One.
Post-winning, they went and watched Luke Combs. I think the whole team went.
I saw that. So Combs is in town.
Yeah.
What's the go there? He's just taken the world by storm.
Apparently. But what I was getting at is, you reckon the West Tigers are going to concerts together? Prob's not. How's your culture down there?
I think the difference is Combsy'd be given the Bronx free tickets and not the West Tigers.
Probably. They deserve it. I mean...
He knows what a good footy side looks like, doesn't he?
Fucking Combsy.
Don't look no far, Combsy.
You a fan of his work?
I liked Fast Cars. Is that the remix of that?
The redo one.
He did a stadium tour in America, which went bananas. And it's funny, he did a stadium tour in America, which is let's average it to 80,000. But yeah,
that's crazy.
But in Brisbane and Gold Coast, he's just playing at the fucking entertainment centre, which has probably got 20,000. So I don't know what's going on there.
I reckon if he played at Suncorp, he could fill it out. I reckon.
Fill it out, but Combsy, mate. You got your dates wrong, brother. There's a World Cup going on in Australia. And the Tillies are fucking on fire.
The Tillies overtake fucking Combsy.
Hey, Combsy, if you think you're getting the cauldron, think again, brother. We've got a quarter final with the Tillies.
The semi-final.
So what also got announced recently, and let's be very brief on this, Saucy, because they don't deserve the airtime, is those Wallabies. Okay? The squad got announced. Now, the first mistake I had with it was that it got announced in Darwin. Okay, now I don't know how much Darwin and rugby union are a thing, But once again, I would have announced it in Brisbane, the home of running rugby.
Do they play footy up there?
Oh, they must play something, but I don't know. Anyway, I think it was because that was where Australia settled, did they, in Darwin?
Weird.
There was something Eddie had up his sleeve. So, look, it's an interesting side. He's already talking 2027. This is the funny thing. So it's like he's thrown in the flag for 2023 and we're going to focus on 2027.
Fuck, that shits me.
Will Skelton's your captain, which was a little left field. I've had a shareholder tell me that is all talk and Eddie's just made that decision to get him talking about. He's left out Quade Cooper and Michael Hooper. My mail is that Michael Hooper will play game 1 and will be captain.
Yep.
So, interesting side. There's a few debutants, some that I actually can't believe are wearing the Wallabies jersey.
Yeah.
It's like they're just throwing jerseys out to people in crazy clubs.
Well, what I heard, I think Sonny Bill said it, World Cups are for the now. They're not for looking, like you're not planning for the future. You're doing it now. You know, and like you said, you left out Quade and Michael Hooper. He still left him out. Like, we don't know if that's mail's true.
We have one fly half.
Hooper. That's fucking insane.
Now, let's just repeat that to you, Saucy. We have one fly half, mate.
What happens if he goes down?
Last time I checked, fly half's one of the most important positions to a rugby team. So
Carter's got a lot of pressure.
Hey, Carter, if I know one thing, mate, just look after those calves.
Please.
Because at the moment, that seems to be our Achilles at the moment. So look after those calves. There's a couple of issues with that team that I don't even want to delve into.
Yeah.
Because right now, they're just not worth an ounce. We're praying that they just fucking play decent rugby.
They could just turn up.
Oh, I mean,
and we're hoping they do.
It'd be a miracle, but we'll root for you.
Yeah,
because that's what we do.
That's what shareholders do.
That's what we do. But gee whiz, some of the selection choices are just mind-boggling.
Yeah.
So good luck to you. Think 2023, Eddie. I'm sick of this 2027 bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's go for 2023.
Yeah.
And hoorah.
Yeah, that's all they get. We're Tillies. This is a Tilly show.
This is Tilly Nation.
Yeah.
And then my next little small thing, which I just wanted to touch on, is my Hawkies had another great victory on the weekend, Saucy, and you being
your fourth club or fifth club?
They dusted up the mighty Western Bulldogs, which was once again another upset. So what we're doing is we're just ruining teams' seasons at the moment.
Yeah.
Now, the Pies had a massive injury scare on the weekend. Their captain's been ruled out.
Yep.
He's done a hamstring. So Collingwood faithful. The arsehole's just tightening up a bit if you're a Pies fan.
It's puckering.
It's puckering right in because I think they were home and hose. Lions had a gutsy win.
Yeah.
Okay, I know you're a Lions man.
What are they coming?
They're second.
Good.
Okay.
They usually sit there, don't they?
They love second, so they're hoping for a home semi, and if they win that, they get a home prelim. Pretty sure they're undefeated in 2023 at home.
Are they?
So a bit of a fortress at the Gabba, yes. So I don't think the Broncos have lost at the Gabba either.
No, they haven't. No, they went 3 from 3.
I don't know if it's too late.
That's crazy.
But maybe get a Matilda's semi-final at the Gabba.
No, fuck no. We wanted it at Suncorp. It's not going anywhere.
It's at a call, I think.
It's at the Cauldron.
It's in Sydney.
No, you're right. Yeah, but if it should be up here. I mean, like you said, we got them over.
It has to be in Sydney. Yeah. So that's our little Lions recap for another rep.
That was scintillating. Woo!
I try and just give
you try and get some in there.
A little bit of love. I know that the D's had a big win. Yeah. West Coast got hammered in the WA Derby.
Do you reckon there's a few shareholders that are AFL
supporters? There's heaps of shareholders that are AFL. So shareholders, I'm thinking of you. We're close to finals footy, Saucy. So buckle up.
Yeah, right. If the Lions are about, I'll be. I
love that. I love this time of the year.
It's the best time of the year coming into Sep.
I'm sweating. I think summer's back. Can I say that?
Summer's officially around the corner.
I'm scared that we're going to skip spring and go straight into summer. And I love spring because when I hear spring, I hear a spring racing carnival. And you know, we love a fucking punt on this show. So, look, summer's back. I've got my Crocs on.
Nice.
If you can see that. I used to fucking abuse people that wear Crocs saucy, but I'm one of them now.
Do you know I'm going on Wednesday to buy a pair? I got a voucher to, I think, JD Sports or somewhere. I don't know.
Do they do
And they got Crocs, yeah.
Fuck, they cost an arm and a leg there.
What colour should I get? Yellow?
Yeah, get yellow.
I'll get yellow.
Could we get some shareholder Crocs?
We could.
Imagine that.
We might be able to get some budgie.
Oh,
A budgie collab. Shout out budgie.
Gee, I tell you what.
Some budgie shareholders. Some shareholder budgies.
Shareholder budgie.
They should hold a share.
Oh, well, they'll be holding a fair share of our nutsack, those budgie smugglers.
Shout out Budge.
Good on you, Budgie. Working on Saunders Waste coming on board too.
Yeah.
I was with him on one of the directors. I was with him on Saturday. It's not easy going with that Saunders Waste mob, but mate, they're close.
Well, I'll tell you the other one. GQ Electrical.
Oh, are close to coming on board. Look at this. We're giving them a free plug.
Free plug because
Without them even coming on board.
You're our mates and that's what we do, bud. That's what we do. Small business. GQ Electrical, Saunders Waste.
We do look at. There's a lot of small businesses freaking out at the moment with this Albanese public holiday.
Yeah.
Like Big Albo's come over and said, right, if the Tillies do it, we get a public holiday.
Is he saying if they win it on the Wednesday, public holiday Thursday, or is it if they win on the Sunday?
We've got to win.
It's got to be the final. Yeah. I mean, you don't settle for fucking.
No. But I know there's a lot of small businesses out there that are just thinking, fucking hell,
well, you can still go to work. I mean,
can you? But you got to pay overtime.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
Thanks, Albs.
I'd be happy with the public holiday. I mean, it doesn't affect me. I don't get paid for not working on a public holiday anyway. Had my first commission? Deal actually.
Oh!
Yeah. Can we pop a? Let's pop one. Give me this.
Shot, Samuel.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, misfire.
There you go.
Boy.
Yeah. So I had my first deal. There's a new principal geotechnical engineer on the Sunshine Coast, courtesy of yours.
Good stuff,
truly.
Mate.
So, look, massive news. Fuck me, did I need that for the bank account? It was. It was
looking
getting
dire.
Oh, I was going to do things I never thought I was going to do.
I kind of like the smell of that.
Yeah, get you up in a bit.
What was that? What was that?
I almost fucking snorted the bloody... Snorted the fucking popper. But yeah, had my first deal, so... That's right, recruiters. I'm off the mark.
Good stuff, mate.
Thanks, buddy.
Speaking of good smells, I was at little cafe this morning.
Yeah.
Reading the paper, had some brekkie.
Okay.
Freshly mowed grass.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love the smell of that.
Do you?
Well, I'm all about looking after and manicuring the lawn.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Which one?
Both.
Yeah, good. As you should.
Now, I've got a lot of pride in my backyard.
So you do live in an apartment?
I do live. When I used to live at home, okay, there's just something about looking after...
Lawn porn.
Lawn porn. Yeah. Now, in particular, making sure it looks immaculate. Yeah. And you're right, that smell...
The smell is enough for me.
What is it?
I don't know. It's something in the grass. Something in the air that just combines.
And it's rewarding?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Well, I mean, I don't know.
I'm not a mower.
You're not a mower. See, I'm big on it. Yeah. I love mowing my lawn. I know if there's any shareholders that used to play cricket in my backyard, that was like the bee's knees of backyard cricket.
Is it weird that I kind of like the mix of the petrol smell as well?
Yeah, that's a little how you
Is that a little bit out there?
Does that just get you going in more ways
when you open up a fresh pack of tennis balls and you smell those fresh balls.
And that noise?
Yeah.
You know that because the tin
decompressors, yeah.
Similar to a noise when you crack a gold or something too.
I mean, the taste of that.
Oh, it's delicious. But yes, you're right. There is something rewarding about mowing or that smell.
And I feel like with our noses, it's even more...
Yes.
It's more accentuated.
So what, were you at coffee club again today?
Nah, I didn't go coffee club today.
Jesus.
That's usually a Wednesday gig. Wednesday gig.
That was a Tuesday, Wednesday gig. Well, speaking of coffee club, coffee club. This leads, I want to lead into my knob of the week. Okay. With this whole smelling and whatnot. Now, I think a lot of shareholders out here will resonate with the experience I had. Now, if you don't know the car that I drive, I call it the Black Mamba, okay? It's a little Mitsubishi Mirage, but it drives like a Hummer, but my God, it's a little tiny Pindic looking thing. So the Mamba needed a couple of new tyres.
The Mamba mentality.
The Mamba mentality.
It doesn't give up.
It needed a couple of fresh wheels on it, right?
Yeah.
So, look, found this mechanic on Wednesday or Thursday last week. Went down. I said, mate, can you do it now? He goes, yeah, mate, come down. So I get there, and I go, mate, all I need's 2 tyres. Now, this bloke, and this is what every fucking mechanic does, I get the 2 new tyres, and he comes to me, and you should have seen his face, you know, how worried. He goes, mate, you're going to need a wheel alignment. And I said, oh, my God, I should have known. You know, every time you go get your car serviced or you need new wheels, you need a fucking wheel alignment.
They stitch up.
Right?
Yeah.
He says to me, mate, you surely couldn't have driven here with that car. And I'm like, turn it up.
Yeah.
He goes, mate, I've been in the game for 50 years. I haven't seen a wheel alignment this bad in that time. And I said, you are taking the fucking piss. Yeah, mate, you're going to need a wheel alignment. I'd be unhuman if I made you drive home in a car like this.
Fuck off.
So I go, righto, cockhead, give it a fucking wheel alignment. But you know what I mean? Every single time you need a car service or you need 2 new wheels, you need a fucking wheel alignment.
Don't they usually throw that in for free?
Oh, I can assure you it wasn't free.
If it wasn't, you know, fucking safe to drive out of there, just fix it up. Fix it for me then, bruh.
That's what I mean. Oh, mate, if you're being a good bloke and telling me, we'll just add it in for free and we've got no issues.
I went berserk one time at my mechanic, well, not mechanic, I got my car service.
Yeah.
This is like a year ago, and the following day, the battery died. And I've paid what, $400 or something for this fucking service, and my battery literally it shit itself. And I've opened the thing up, the bonnet up, and looked around, and I have no idea. I have no fucking idea. And I'm playing around, and then you lift the little thing over off the battery, the little guard cover. Just battery acid everywhere.
Blue colour?
Bluey greeny type, just white shit, like corroded. And I've gone, like, I've called up the thingo, and he's like, oh mate, we can't come out and help you or fix it. And I was like, I have just fucking paid you as of a couple within 12 hours to service my fucking vehicle, and I'm stranded.
You are
I'm stranded. Like, I've got RSEQ, so I have to wait two hours odd from, to come out and get it going. Yeah. But I was just thinking, like, you wankers.
Then it's the thing, like, I know a couple of good mechanics out there.
There's plenty.
There's plenty of good ones, is there? But
hard working, blue collar fucking mechanics that care about you.
But I tell you what, the amount of shady mechanics out there that just love throwing in a goddamn wheel alignment or a flat battery in your case. And the thing is how are we meant to know? How would day-to-day good blokes and women like us, like, I'm not going under the car and getting my fingers greasy and just checking.
Oh, shit, no.
You know what I mean? I'm not checking for a wheel alignment.
Nah.
Righto, mate, what am I looking for? Because the funny thing is I go to him, I say, righto, mate, how long's this wheel alignment going to take me? Because this is like, I've already been here for 45 minutes. He's like, mate, it'll take you 20 minutes. Let me tell you, this wheel alignment was done a lot faster than 20 minutes, which makes me extremely nervous. That
Cha-ching. He's doing Money Manziel's, bro.
We've got another wheel alignment dumbass out here.
See, my fingers and hands are reserved for pouring schooners for all the faithful out there, and yours are there dialing numbers.
I'm dialing numbers, okay? So we're not getting grease.
We don't need grease and black shit on our
He's my knob
fingers.
of the week because
Good.
he won't be listening. He was the Turkish fella or something, and so he wouldn't know OFD if it fucking slapped him across the face. But
Turkey slapped him.
Mate, just remember, mechanics out there, throw a wheel alignment in for free and be honest.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
Because we don't know.
Well, you're not going back.
No, we're not going back.
You're not going back to that mechanic.
We're not going back.
I haven't gone back to my mechanic repairman.
I normally just get a mate of ours who's a fauna mechanic to do it himself. Dango.
Yeah.
But he's left that industry.
Yeah.
He's behind the desk.
He now dials and types.
He dials and types.
He got the grease out.
No more grease lightning for Dingo.
No.
But my legend of the week. Okay, now we gave it a little tease. Try July is over.
It is over.
But this might have been the greatest try celebration I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And there's been a few good ones.
And it was a great try.
It was a great try. Piggy Riddell's try celebration when he jumped into the grandstand. But it's our mate, Herbie fucking Farnworth.
Furby.
With the moonwalk
Yeah, that was
and
good.
the shh. That is all time.
Was he doing it to the parrot player?
And the para player happens to be no other than Mitchell Moses. So it was just, not only was the celebration great, but the celebration that he did it on.
I think Moses was on the floor.
Moses was on the floor, and Herbie went bloody 1992 Michael Jackson style and hit him with the moonwalk and then the silencer.
The Thriller Farms.
The only thing he was missing, and a shareholder told me this, is if he went Marshawn Lynch and did it where he grabbed his nuts as he jumped in, that would have been all time. But Herbie, mate, if you're listening, that was awesome, and you just earned yourself a plaque on OFD's Legend of the Week,
Absolutely.
which is one of the best places you can be on as
It's a highly esteemed place.
highly esteemed
And
award. So
like-
congratulations.
Congrats, mate. Like I said, though, that was right in front of me, and that was fucking awesome.
That
The
was
crowd
sick, eh?
just went ballistic.
I was up on my 2 feet, jumping, laughing.
Yeah.
I think I sculled. I was drinking rosé, and I think I took a knee and knocked one back when I saw. I was just buzzing.
Yeah.
That was great. So we need to bring that back. Good on you, Herbie.
He's my favourite pom right now.
He's been on fire, Herbie. So we'd love to get him on the couch. Now, what I want to touch on now that I've delved into my knob and legend of the week.
See, this is beyond knob territory.
This is wild, and we're going back to the soccer, okay, shareholders. Now, it got brought to my desk last week that the Swedish soccer team had a genital search. Can I say that?
You can say that because that's what happened.
That is what happened.
Yeah.
Now, I later did some digging, and what's occurred is the Swedish women's soccer team, FIFA asked for a genital check, okay? Pulled the pants down and had to do a check. Now, the way I see it is whoever was, your guy or girl, has pulled the pants down and he's gone, yep, she's got tackle, she's got tackle, she's got tackle. Oops, nah, we've got one with a rod. Like, what are they looking for, right? Now, can you imagine the Broncos players, for instance?
Well, like, are they doing that in...
I don't know what's
in the
going
NRL?
on.
Like, are they doing that in NRL? Going, hey, pull your pants down, let's check.
Yeah, I haven't spoken with Peter Volandis. I've sent him a text.
PVL ain't doing that.
Now, can you imagine the Broncos players before they run it out have to pull their pants down? Now, imagine if they go, yep, he's got a rod, yep, he's got a rod, yep, he's got a rod. You get to Big Pano and you go, holy tomorrow, he's got a rod. He's got a rod like he wants to do some trawling. Mate, the fright on that bloke's life when he had to look at Payne's rod in the eye. Now, that is just ludicrous.
It's the biggest double standard.
Double standard.
Shit.
Now, not only is it double standard, but to pick the Swedish
Of all teams,
out of
yeah.
all teams,
Yeah.
that's a stunning side on paper.
I reckon
okay?
it was done on purpose, maybe, by
That
some
is just
fucking creep.
Yeah, some creep
Like-
at FIFA. Now, I want his name, okay? Because that is just ludicrous.
We know they're corrupt. We know FIFA is corrupt.
There's also, but that's going to a whole nother level
Of stupidity.
of stupidity. There is no reason for the women to have the embarrassment of pulling their pants down. Like, fuck off, you weirdo.
That is weird.
Okay?
The more you think of it, the more it's like, in what other men, like, does that happen in any men's team?
No.
Like, do they go,
They never. I've never heard of it.
Are you a chick?
Can you
Like,
imagine if they did that? I reckon Payne had fucking whacked the bloke that fucking told him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
If
mean?
I was one of the girls, you'd actually be like, no. Like,
I wish.
fuck off.
Yeah. If they,
I'm not Like,
That'd be
did they go full? Like, would they leave their underwear on or
Look,
what?
Saucy,
no.
They
What? It's one of the like an airport checkup where you go and fucking you're
yeah,
wanding them and
they've
shit.
got
Like
the swiper.
the wand. Yeah.
Oh, look, I didn't get into the particulars of it. I think it's an absolute disgrace, and FIFA should be ashamed.
If you're listening,
I know there's probably one out there. Absolute. I haven't heard of something so bizarre in my lifetime about that. And if they did that, I can imagine Tony Gustavo with the Matildas.
He'd flare up.
He'd flare up, and I reckon you'd see a 1-2 from Tony. And I can tell Tony's a feisty bastard.
Yeah.
He got yellow carded.
Did he?
Yeah, 2 games ago. Tony wouldn't let that happen to his Tillies.
No, he wouldn't.
All right, so FIFA, cut that shit out. That's double standard 101.
Of the highest degree.
And OFD will not stand for it.
No, we won't.
Okay?
We won't stand for that.
Because you wouldn't tell the fucking Broncos to pull their pants down, so there's no reason to tell the women to pull their pants
Correct.
down.
Well done.
That was mind blowing.
said.
So that was close to knob of the week.
Yeah, but it's beyond.
But it's beyond knob of the week.
Goes over the border.
It well and truly
Knob of the
over it. So look, I've added up to here with that shit.
Yeah.
So Swedish soccer team, if you're listening, we support you girls, and we'll see you in the final.
We'll see you in the final. Sweden. All right, Samuel. Bertrand.
Yes.
Berkey.
Sterling. Formal bastard.
Yeah. Nothing no, there's a bit of formality about this actually.
Okay.
Bit upsetting. I say goodbye, bid farewell to my roommate.
Oh. Bye-bye.
She's moved down the Gold Coast.
She's had enough of you, or?
Nah, for family reasons.
This was mutual?
I would have loved her to stay.
Yeah, okay.
She was one of the greats.
She's a good one, eh?
Good egg, old abs.
Good on you, abs.
Yeah. Anyway, seeking a new roommate. If there's anyone out there.
Oh, this is a little free ad. Any shareholders want to move in with the co-host?
Could be a bit of fun. Abby will vouch. She'll say, clean, respectful.
Yeah. Do we need to get a
cook?
A landlord review?
Possibly.
Oh, you're a good cook.
Great cook.
Okay.
I bring beers home.
Yes.
The fridge is currently loaded.
I bet it is.
It's what you'd expect from a little publican.
Yes, yeah.
A junior publican.
Yes.
But
okay.
yeah, anyone out there, drop your resumes into the Off-Field Drama Podcast at gmail.com.
In a CBD.
Out at 10 minutes from the
10
city.
minutes from the CBD.
Do I reveal the suburb?
No, keep it there because there might be some...
Couple of FIFA pedophiles or something.
Yeah.
Some fucking creeps out there.
That come knocking for you.
Yeah.
So when do you need this new tenant?
She's just moved out as of
So you're ready to go?
last week. Ready to go.
Doing any open home inspections?
Hey, apply within and see.
So you're not going to market? You're hoping you can just find one?
Oh, I don't like to.
No.
Yeah. Well, I haven't really ever needed one.
No, that's right. Okay. I think we can find a shareholder out there that's brave enough
to put up with my shit.
Okay, well, that's a good plug. So
yeah,
let's see if there's any out there.
Yeah, a bit sad. I'll bring up as well. This is something that got into my inbox. I love this. This is great. I love a bit of motivation for the week, and I'm going to share it there for the shareholders.
I'm ears.
I've heard of this. You might have heard it before. You should think about your life with a documentary team following you. So think about that.
Okay.
What would you do if you had a documentary being filmed about you? Would you be sitting there on the couch? Every now and then you should.
Yeah,
but would you be in bed? Would you be sleeping in? No. If you got a documentary team going, hey, get the fuck up and let's start filming.
Let's be active.
Let's make some content.
Yeah, okay.
This is going on Netty.
Gee whiz.
Think about that.
You want an untold doco series on Netflix?
Could do. Fuck, that'd be a stretch.
Wouldn't that be a wild
Be the lowest
doco?
rating fucking doco ever. No, but think about that.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that
For
on
your
board.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine there's just a camera following you.
Just at all times. And you're thinking, what can I do to make this doco incredible?
How do I make my life better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that on board. Well, we've currently got a camera in our face right now, which is, I don't know how the doco series would go there. But that's a good little touch. I don't mind that sort of
Good little,
thing.
yeah.
Good little
addition.
thought for the shareholders.
Food for thought, yeah.
Food for thought to end this out. Now, we must mention, shareholders, this week we've got in store a special guest. So we've got a double drop. It'll happen on the same day. So just remember, we're not going to reveal. We're not going to reveal.
No.
But let's just say it coincides with how good women's sport is.
Correct. I was going to say.
That's all I can say, okay?
And we will. I'll say she is.
Oh, we've given away the gender there.
Well, coincides with women's sport. I mean, Jesus.
I know.
We can give that away.
We can give a little bit.
You know. She is one of the best in the world, if not the best, at what she does.
At her craft.
And that isn't us being biased.
No, not at all.
It's been awarded.
We've seen the awards.
Yeah.
Okay,
genuinely is one of the best.
This is massive,
which is crazy.
Okay,
I mean,
so buckle up, shareholders. We knew we were going to give you something special for Rep 10.
Yeah,
we've done that. The party poppers were out. Double drop. Let's go, Tillies.
Let's go, Tillies. Let's finish at that, mate.
Let's finish at that.
Great pod. Great pod. Ep 10. Thank you very much. Let's roll, baby.
I'll see you. See you when we see you.
Where's your Queensland spirit now?
Where's your Tilly spirit now?
Get it up, yeah, till it's done.
Till it's done.
Tillies.
It's not coming home. It's coming down under.
Good shit, brah.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.